Now, today we will learn about the concept of the parameterized query, means those query which help us to take the value from the user, because when we are writing or accepting the value, writing the SQL command, and we are taking the value from the users each and every time. Suppose here I am specifying the value. I have to specify because I am enclosing the entire statement in the double quotes. That is why I have to specify the values in the single quote, because the entire expression, entire SQL statement is in the double quote. Here, if you will intermediate values, you have to specify in the single quote. When I'll execute this command, then you can see it will take that value. Successfully it has been executed. Now you can see, when you will see over here, it has been successfully executed. You can take the value another way also. Suppose here I am taking only the two column values and specifying another T8, or name is funny. Then again we are fixing the value, because here we have fixed the value, accordingly it is executing the things. Now you can see, when you will execute it, it has been successfully executed, and you can see it here also. But parameterized query help us to take the value from the user. That means user, according to his or her requirement, will specify the value. Here I've used the two placeholder. I'm using in this video. We will learn the concept of old method. Here I have used this symbol two times, because here I have to take value of only two columns. Then, because here I am taking the value from the user, first is the roll number, then I am storing the value of roll number in one variable, so that after entry it will store in this variable. And another variable is of name type, which accepts the character type value. And because here I am taking two values from the user, and then I am storing the value of these two variables in the tuple form, because execute function accept the value in the tuple form. It can accept the value in list form also, but here we are accepting the value in the tuple form, so that later on we don't want to change this thing. Let's see. And enter name, and what's the error in this? And SRQ. Let's see what is invalid syntax. Input. Acha, I have not closed this bracket. Now let's see. This is the thing, and China, and now you can see you have inserted the values. In the same way, we can use the update function to store the value. Update table name, student set. Here I am using admission number placeholder, using the admission number placeholder. Another is email ID or email column equal to %s, and then where, no comma, we will use where. You can specify the column name also, %s. In this way you can specify it. Here I am taking the three values from the user. First is the admission number, second is second is email ID, and third parameter which I am taking from the user is the roll number. and I am storing all these variables in the form of parameter and executing it. I'm changing the comment over here, putting the comment above all these statements, changing because the whole query is in this form. Then let's see if I have not written any mistake while writing the thing. Admission number could be this thing, email ID could be anything, roll number I am just specifying to 8 or 5. Then let's see what is the error. U and Q, why it is number. E input, admission number is also correct, email ID is also correct. Where I have, because I have not used the correct column name, admission number ADM, I know I have written wrong way, email ID, third is 5, and now you can see it has been executed. In this way you can execute the things. You can see in the 5 I've changed the admission number, 5 RR Gmail. Now if you don't want to execute the command in the MySQL, then you can execute it here also by using R equal to, straight away we can use it, CUR execute select star from student, and by using the cursor name itself we can use print the things. We are not focusing on how many records we are fetching. This, I hope this will clear to you. Thank you.